come back to you. How do you handle compliance and reporting differences between office, medical tenant, retail, and residential tenants under one roof? Do you feel that there are efficient property management systems currently built for that, or are you working around gaps in that provision?
I feel like I'm getting longer questions of everybody. You're packing a lot in there, Darwin. But honestly, I'm glad I'm answering this after you talked about something I didn't mention on the first go around. It's the resident journey. I can't imagine how many of your tours start outside the footprint of the brick and mortar and actually onto the project, because it helps the people selling and lease up of residential actually have a story to tell. Because that's really what you're doing with these mixed use projects, is creating narratives. And creating that narrative and that vision is North Star. You have to do that. It's important. And to the question about what systems how do we deal with different issues and compliance is a whole different geography question too, where you're building mixed use. I mean, the residential in California is so much different than residential in Florida, and we're somewhat learning that with our but we have subject matter expertise in each of those different areas, and our clients sometimes don't want to use the enterprise level systems that JLL has. Like we're really big on our CMMS system. We have one that we purchased. We think it's best in class, and the product roadmap of that is probably more like we manage property than any other CMMS system out there. But then you have accounting systems and the reporting structure. That is very bespoke, and it's one size fits one. A lot of the times you have to just work that out with your clients, bring in the subject matter experts that you have within our discipline, within the mix. We have the managing directors on my leadership team that weigh in on every project that we have to understand what systems are needed, what our clients are already using. We're trying to, a lot of times, meet them where they're at, because a lot of times we don't have a say in that. We're trying to figure out how to piece it together with our enterprise level systems and what they are used to or have already committed to. A lot of times they've made investments that we have to meet, but at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is not Frankenstein this and coming up with, again, a coalesced both operational and financial system that will allow you to report and have optics and line of sight across all of the different uses. I mean, it's great. I call the mix a single pane of glass through which we channel all the resources and get laser focus on these individual projects, and we modulate it to be bespoke for what our clients are building, because what you're building is very different from what you're building. When you talk about Legacy Park, and I forget what the rebranded name of your new.
Yeah, well, it's still Park Central. It'll always be Park Central.
It'll always be Park Central, but still very different. So we have to come up with a very bespoke, one size fits one operational system, both for the operations and the financial systems, that really speak to compliance and what it takes for people to operate this in that seamless manner I described before.